When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Spartans will kick it off to get us underway. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They try to get it outside on the left. Turning it on. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, the Paul Bunyan trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies a bit, though.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're not talking about ranking trophies.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Grab behind the line. It's McCray. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense
wide open on the right. Smashes through the tackle. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. The Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's talk a little bit about Michigan State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time 4-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get...
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Spartans!
And listen, my job is to get it to my playmakers like this guy on the outside. They'll do the rest. They'll get in the end zone. Nice catch. Way to finish it with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
Right down the middle. He's got it. He's loose down the middle. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Georgia Tech pulled one out today on a day they clearly did not have their best. And that's a testament to those rambling wreck players. That winning gene, I really believe it's a thing. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Gets rid of it. Grab near the marker. It's McCray. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
To throw, it's Childs. Here's a heat. Got it in the middle, it's Bellick. Always continues to fight for yards. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Now on 2nd down. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
The offense changing the play. To the air on first down. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Power football with the run. He's in open space downfield. He's loose on the left. Hits him with a stiff arm. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
That guy is so much fun to watch. He rips off another big run. I'll tell you, the identity of this offense is their ability to get it done on the ground. Had over 100 yards rushing in their last game. They're already over that mark, and we're only in the first half.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Dances away to buy time. Had to get rid of it quickly. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Let's take a minute to talk about Michigan. They got a huge boost to their defensive front in recruiting last week. 5-star backer, verbal commitment, some future help in the form of this guy, David.
Oh, baller. And these are the guys that they play running back and all over the field in high school because they're so big and strong and athletic. And it's a guy that you count on. They can come in right now and play day one with that size-speed combination.
And into the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Those third downs are hard to execute. And when you get in the red zone, it gets even harder. But this offense did a great job. Now, forget the 3. We're leaving that behind. Now set up 1st and goal.
And the Wolverines trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he makes the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the toss. There he goes. Can't get him to the ground.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 40. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Now the pitch. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
The noise bouncing off of Smarty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He can't quite get there on the scramble. Dangerous with his feet, but this defense rises to the occasion and forces a fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He stopped just short of the goal line at the one. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
A design run for the quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
D deny them on 2nd and goal. Zings it complete to the right. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bullard. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Caught behind the line. It's McCray. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. To the air, it's Childs. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And what a play and what a return as he takes it all the way back inside the...
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
The Wolverines with an absolute gift to start this drive with goal to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Haynes. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll send the tight end in motion. Linebacker shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Michigan.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete to the left. Into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 8.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Makes a move. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
And he's in for the second score of the game. My goodness. Note to self, kickoff team. Don't kick it to him anymore. Squib it, kick it to the other guy. Just don't let that guy touch it again.
And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. Slips through the line. Got a little room. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
What a way to seize momentum here. You start the second half, you take the first kick back to the house. Great blocking and an awesome job in the open field, making people miss and showing you the speed on that return. Wow.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. And after the extra point, the lead is now down to 4, 35-31. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over Colorado State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
How about it? How about the old toss play, right? QB catches the ball, tosses it to the running back. Listen, it's got to be thrown out in front of him so he can continue to run. And then the offensive line has to do a really good job of getting the edge so he can get north and south. You used to see that play a ton back in the day. You just don't see much of it anymore.
Fights off a defender. Is that stiff arm even a human arm? It looks like some type of steel bludgeoning device on his way to a first down. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Wants to throw. It's Underwood. Buying some time. On the move, he fires. Wide open downfield. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Marshall. Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job. And that helped lead to the home run.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield, it's Childs. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Finds a crease at the 20. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback. And too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. It's on target and complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Spartans are rolling down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. That is just a sideline play. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold. A guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the complementing quarterback to this offense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Childs. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to keep it in the air. Now he's going to break the pocket. Grab near the sticks. It's Mark. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Somehow got the screen into that traffic. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackle.
This time, he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man on the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Catch in the middle, it's Belling.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
On the run, it's Haynes. Turning it on. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
They just flip the entire field, and now they'll try to cash in on 1st and 10 from the 20. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. I haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Skips away from pressure. Fires on the move. And they can't make the connection.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there...
Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. It just takes one play, Dave.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You've got a chance to keep fighting, showing what's inside your chest.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Goes to the option. The pitch. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air. It's Childs. Unloads to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Michigan! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The give to the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Childs. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
The Spartans are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. This is a designed run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Spartans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. He'll take it himself. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And these are these moments as a defense, like, you're just trying to get out of the game. We're rotating, we're subbing, like, we've stopped them all game long. Like, they can run the football right here. The biggest
Deep shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over. As has been the case for the majority of this rivalry, it's Michigan who once again will take home the mighty Paul Bunyan Trophy.